The Nokia Lumia 710 is T-Mobile's third Windows phone, and currently is their most powerful Windows phone to date. It sports a second-generation Snapdragon processor running at 1.4 GHz, and it also has a gyroscope. It's not as beautiful as the HTC Radar, but the Lumia 710 can definitely look great. This is the Nokia Lumia 710 on T-Mobile, and it was released on January 11th of 2012. It's T-Mobile's new second-generation Windows phone. It has a 1.4 GHz single-core Snapdragon processor, and it actually has a gyroscope. However, it only has 8 GB of storage space, so it's not the top-of-the-line Windows phone, but it's pretty good. It also does lack a front-facing camera, so it's missing out there, and when Skype comes out later, that'll be pretty disappointing. Nevertheless, it's a pretty solid device, and it's definitely faster than the HTC Radar with the 1.4 GHz processor instead of 1.0. And the screen is a clear black LCD display. It's not AMOLED like Nokia's other phones, which is a little unfortunate. And the screen is a little more colorful and possibly slightly better in the sunlight, but it's not a huge difference. On the outside of the phone, you actually have some hardware physical buttons for the Windows key, back key, and search key, which can be nice because then you don't accidentally press these buttons while playing games or doing anything else, since they're all physical. And then on the right side of the phone, you have the camera button, which can be a little tricky to press because pressing halfway down is pretty similar to pressing the button full way down, so it's tough to focus it without actually taking a picture. Nevertheless, you also have your volume buttons on the right side too, and those feel pretty nice. And then the power button is on the top of the phone, and also you have the headphone jack at the top, and your micro USB cable at the top. So the camera is a 5 megapixel camera, which isn't anything that impressive, and it has a single flash there, LED flash, which works decently, but it's not overly bright. And then you also have the speaker at the bottom of the phone, which can actually be covered up when you're texting, which is a little unfortunate. The screen is a 3.7-inch screen instead of 3.8 on the HTC Radar, which personally is the perfect size for if you're just typing a text message with one hand, and it feels pretty great in your hand. So appearance-wise, the phone looks okay. It definitely looks a little cheaper than some others, like the HTC Radar. That looks very premium. It's beautiful. And this has a little cheaper feel to it, but from the back, it does look pretty beautiful with that white and black design. Looks pretty unique. On the front, it looks like some of Nokia's older Nokia phones, which gives it a cheaper feel. Nevertheless, it's a decent device, and it's got some good specs with the 1.4 GHz processor and a gyroscope, which will be nice in case some games come out that actually use it. So it's a pretty decent device, and if you can live with the 8 GB of storage space, it's a great device. Keep tuned to WM Power User to catch the rest of our review on the Nokia Lumia 710.